Jen here, and it is Build-A-Page wrap-up day. So let me show you what I've created. I've got my 5 layouts here, sort of 6 because I actually did 2 sides of my Christmas layout. So let me show you what each layout is and what is left from the kit. Just gonna put these ones to the side for a sec. Alright, so page number 1 was this one. If I pull the layout out, you can see that this is the layout. Let me move my water. Here is the layout. Love it. This was my mixed kit from Wild Whisper that I put together. So all the papers, these branding strips, this one here, even all of these labels, they're all Wild Whisper, and then I added the enamel hearts and a bunch of these stickers and the cork. I've got sequins, and I've got this really fun bow here with some seam binding. So that is the layout. And then this is all I have left. So I have a couple pieces, just really scraps of this paper. So this one here was the largest piece that I had, so I've got a couple scraps left. I'll probably keep this piece because I think it's pretty big and I could use it on either side. I'm not sure if I'll keep this piece. Just, I don't know. There is some left over here. Maybe I could fussy cut some of the words out and just kind of keep it as little titles or something like that. But I'll definitely keep this one. This one I'm going to put, I have like a scrap. Here, let me show you. I have this. If you recognize some of these pieces, that's because they are from old Build-A-Page kits and How to Kill a Kit with Style kits and stuff like that. I just kind of keep it here beside me, and I throw this stuff into it, the stuff I'm not really sure if I want to keep. And then what I do is occasionally just get rid of stuff. But if I'm kind of sitting here working on something and you know, I'm hemming and hawing and I'm not too sure, I can always grab from here. Or if I need, you know, scrap paper or anything like that, I can just grab from there. So I will also keep the branding strip. I didn't use that. And then again, this piece I think I will keep. It's large enough. It's a large enough scrap that I think I'll keep it. And I could probably even keep this piece. I think the difference between keeping something like this and keeping something like this is that this could be a long strip, whereas this is all cut into here because I did cut out a bunch of these feathers and like cut out here. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna rip this and I'll keep that section. This can just go in the garbage. Obviously I'm gonna keep the seam binding. It just goes in a little jar right above me right there. I will keep these hearts. They can go in with all my other enamel dots. And then these little chunks right here from the branding strips, I'm gonna put in this little container here. I don't know that I'll use them, but something might catch my attention and I just think, oh, that's the perfect little you know, layer that I need to add. So I go through this fairly often and get rid of it. All right, so this is done. It can go back for next month. And that is layout number 1. Layout number 2 was this one. Let me pull it out. These are popping up. So this was for Off the Board, where I took some inspiration from a Stephanie Reed layout and cut these kind of shapes, wrapped some twine around them, and then did sort of a monochromatic little cluster of embellishment around each of the shapes. And then this background paper I already had done, and so that's sort of where the color scheme came from for it. So I love how this one turned out, and now let me show you what's left in the kit. So I didn't think I would end up using this piece. I didn't use it, but I wanted it with the paper. But I'm gonna keep it in my stash, I think, because it is really fun, and I think it would make a really cool layer. It's kind of textury, so I like that. So it's gonna go over with my stash. I have this strip that I took off of the top of the white. I have these stickers left over. I knew I wasn't going to get all of these stickers used up. I actually didn't even use as many as I thought I might use, but that's okay. I'm gonna put these back into my stash. I have this paper, so I'm not gonna keep stuff like that or any of this, but I could keep these pieces. You know, they're fairly large. I can probably do something with them. I'm not keeping the top of that, but I could keep these pieces and maybe do something with them. I might maybe need to mat a little photo or who knows what. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this over here with that stuff, but I think that's something that I could definitely use. I've got stickers left from here. This was from the Carousel collection from Maggie Holmes, and I used a bunch of these labels and a bunch of these labels, but you can see I still have some left, and on here I only used some of the stars, but that's okay. I still have a bunch of those left, so I'm obviously going to keep those, and they can go back into my embellishments here in front of me. I didn't use the little chipboard piece that I thought I might use, so that will just go back. There we go. That will just go back into my How to Kill Kit with Style kit. I used some of these little enamel dots. They can go back with the rest of my enamel dots. And this is garbage. Okay, so I used some of these sequins for the blue that was in there, and the pink, I think. I didn't use all of these enamel dots, so they can go back. I think I said when I was building this that I was going to put more stuff in than I might actually use, just so I had enough options. I didn't use this little weird kind of cross or plus sign, or I don't know what it is, that came with these stickers. I actually think I might just cut this out and put it with all of my foam, and this would be good for, you know, adding some dimension to something. I might grab it as a plus sign or as an X or something like that, but I'm just going to pop it right here where I have all my other little, when I cut up pieces of foam, I always keep these little bits right here just in case I need to grab for them, so I'll leave it with that and we'll see. Embroidery floss that I didn't use goes right here, and then these are the last few scraps of paper. So this is the paper that I used to border it. If I flip it over, you'll see I just literally paper pieced it together because it was a 6x6 piece of paper. So just a couple little strips, they can go there. Same with these little hearts. I think these types of things, even though it's a smaller scrap, I like to use to maybe tuck in as a layer somewhere, so that can go over there. These are the other sequins I used for the yellow. I wanted something that was a little bit darker, and you can see in here it looks quite orange. It's a very kind of orangey yellow, but actually on the paper it's a yellow. So yeah. Anyways, I will put those back because they still have lots of life in them. And here is another empty page protector for me to use for next month. So that was layout number 2. Layout number 3. I actually added a bunch of stuff to this page kit, so it actually is fuller than it should be. But let me just show you. Here is the page with that giant shaker pocket that I created. And then all just like black and white and some gray and some silver. This one was really fun to put together. I pretty much, I think, used everything that I wanted to use. So all the papers come from Wild Whisper from different collections. This was the grayscale collection that I put together, and then I threw in a bunch of different embellishments from people like Maggie Holmes and Crepe Paper and Freckled Fawn and enamel dots from, I think, Simple Stories or My Mind's Eye, and then these are actually Recollections enamel dots. So yeah, I love how this one turned out. I did switch the picture, so there is a different picture that I had pulled out. Originally I thought I would do this picture, which you can see is kind of in that grayscale too. I thought that would work really good, but I didn't love some of the, especially these hearts. I didn't love all of the way that the ephemera would go with it. I definitely did not heart this particular day and this particular drive to work, so I switched it out for a super adorable cute picture of me and my little man. And so let me show you what I have left over. So I have another chunk of this paper left over with some more cameras that could be fussy cut out, so that I'll definitely keep. I have these enamel dots left over, the white ones. I'm glad I put these in here because I actually really like how they look where I put them. So these can go back with my enamel dots. I did put the thickers that I used into here just so I could show you that I did pull some stuff from my stash. So these thickers weren't originally in the kit. They're all falling off of their sheet. They're not great. Like they stick really well once you get some glue on them and put them down, but they're really not that good on their sticker sheet here. So I just have them in another page protector so I don't lose any of them. But I did use those ones. They can go back here. I used these ones, and these can go back into their package and put away. So also they were not in the kit, but I added them in. And then I did get a word. It's a small word. B is pretty small, but that's okay. I got that spelled out with these white thickers, so these can go back as well. Here are the, I think they're My Mind's Eye enamel dots, so I put them in for this kind of gray color, and I did end up using 2 in each of my little clusters, so that worked out really good. So those will go back with the rest of the enamel dots. And then what I have in here is, oh, you know what? I didn't use any of these silver hearts. I'm gonna use them. I want to use them. So let's put a silver heart in each section. Why not? Let's just do it right now. Get these used up. Where can I put this? I'll put it right here. And one more. Where are we going to put you? We're going to put you right here. Okay. Well, that was fun. So I did use a few of these. I keep these with my enamel dots as well. I have silver ones and gold ones. I have this branding strip that came off of this background paper. I will keep that. I have this chunk of the gray paper. I will keep that. And I have this chunk of the gray paper. And I think what I'll do is I'll just peel or kind of rip this all off like that. I'm not probably going to use these little shreds, but I will keep that piece. It's definitely large enough. I have these hearts left, so only 2 of these left. Those can go back in where I keep my enamel dots. I find that's a good place for me to have those. I pulled these out because these were the cameras and then those bows. So I've got a black bow and a white bow and then this kind of black and white bow. I forgot that I had stuff stuck in behind here, but that's okay. So these also I keep with my enamel dots. I kind of think of them in that sense as just a little embellishment. These were, there they are. This is the black and white bow. I only used one. thought I would probably only use one, but I'll put that back in the packaging as well and put it away. These are the rest of the sequins. This bag looked exactly like this when I put it in here, and look how much I used, and it still looks like I didn't put a dent in it. So lots of sequins, and that's just a mix that I got. I think there's 2 different packs in there from Dollar Tree or Dollarama, one of those places. And then I have these 2 labels left over that I will put over here because I can get those used up pretty easily. So these are my bits of scraps of paper, and I got everything else that I put in here onto the layout. So I'm really happy with that. And here is that empty page protector and layout number 3. Layout number 4. Here he is. All right, so layout number 4. I still need to cut the branding strip off of it, so let's go ahead and do that. This, again, was one of those Wild Whisper kits that I had put together live during one of my lives, and decided to just go ahead and kind of fill in the kit, because what I put together was just the papers. I kind of went through my stash looking for vintage Wild Whisper and put together all the papers, and then I needed to put extra stuff in it to make it an actual kit. So I will keep that branding strip. It's got little teacups on it. I love it. If the camera will let me. There you go. So I'll keep that. And then all the paper is Wild Whisper. The sequins, these teal sequins, are Wild Whisper. The other black sequins are actually Spiegel Mom scraps, but just from her private line, not made for Wild Whisper. And then these brads, this like sticker brads, and the stickers here, the headsets, and even the enamel dots, those are all from Simple Stories from their So Rad collection. And then I've got some tags here that I will write a little bit of journaling just about the fact that he had a goal to earn enough tickets to be able to put his name into the draw for these headphones, and then he won them. So it was super exciting. He was really, really excited and happy that he was able to win those. And then the other thing I used here with these tags, because I just didn't want them to be super stark white, because the background is white but not stark white. I used finally my stamps from Sarah, so I'll show you all of that. So here's what I have left over. I have that stamp set from Sarah. So this is the Ink Road stamps that Sarah from Sarah Scraps created, and it's all about being a boy mom. So I was able to use the music notes, I used the stars, and then I used the That's My Boy. So finally got that used up. I'm super excited. Actually, this is going to go back into my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, because that's originally where it was. And then for papers, I have this piece left over, which I used in the back here. Was it just there? Yeah. So I used this to map my photo, and I'm going to do what I did for the other ones. I'll keep this piece, but I don't need to keep this. I have this branding strip, which was the branding strip on this piece of paper here with the polka dots in the back. So I will keep that. I always keep those branding strips. Then this is all garbage. I don't need to keep any of that. And this piece here is that same polka dot paper, but I didn't think that I needed to use the whole paper. It actually wasn't wide enough, so I did have to kind of cut it apart to be able to mat my photo on it. But I like these suitcases, so I wanted to keep the suitcases if I didn't need to cut them up. So that's what I'll do with that piece. These are the white stickers that I used, I actually stuck them onto the back of one of the papers here and then cut them out. I just realized that I had these and I didn't actually use them. So you know what? Here is some more bonus. I'm actually gonna go ahead, let's put these on. They should get used. They should get used. So where can I put these? I'm going to kind of maybe do a few extra layers. Pop that there. And maybe get this in behind here. Like that? No. It's got to go over a little bit. We'll put it like this. There you go. Okay, like that. Then I'm just realizing I don't have something else to put over here. So let's take this, since I'm covering up a piece of it anyways, cut it in half. These came from the Cocoa Vanilla Legendary sticker, cardstock sticker sheet. And I just really liked the way that it had this sort of lime green to it, which you can see a little bit in the wood grain here. And so that's why I wanted to add them. I thought if I wanted extra layers, these might just bring a little kind of fun pop of that lime green. So we'll put those there. Then You've Got This, and we can put Awesome up here at the top, maybe. Like that. And then, oh, it's sticking to the back of this sheet. I thought that it might be a safe place to do that, but it's actually sticking. Then maybe we can put this here. Too Cool for School, because he won them at school, so I thought that would work. And then I like this, Yeah, That's My Boy. And then because I already used the sticker, or sorry, Sarah's stamp that said That's My Boy, I thought this would work. So where can we put it? Right here, maybe? Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna commit. I'm just going for it. There we go. Okay, that was fun. Do I need to just add something up here though, now that I did that? Maybe rad. How's that? Okay. Does that look okay? Does that look okay? The only thing I think I'm gonna just do here is I've tucked this in and I've tucked this in, so I think I need to tuck this in there, like that. Boom. Okay, we're done. So used up the stickers that were on the back from the Legendary sheet, so those are all gone. This is all I have left from the So Rad collection, and then I also have those enamel dots left over from that So Rad collection. Then I thought that I might use these for a title, but then I didn't because I used these stickers to say Rock On Dude, so I kind of left that as my title. I thought that was really cute, so those will just go back in with the rest of my thickers. Here's my empty bag, and this kit, I have to say, I probably killed. I'm pretty impressed with how little stuff I actually have left over. So that was number 4. Now let's do number 5. So number 5 was the Christmas kit. This is my December daily. So here is December daily day 1. Very simple, just cut out some of these so that they could overlap on top of the picture, and did a little bit of journaling and did this little cluster with some gnomes and the number 1 and a few enamel dots kind of spread out. Number 2, also very simple, so just one little photo there, and then this little bag with the tag, and the tag opens up to have the picture of the little deer who comes to visit us and eat my Christmas tree that I have outside. So that is it for these two. There we go. Let me get this back into its pocket. And there's the number 2. And that was it. So what did I use up? I added these to do my title. So those weren't originally in the kit. I'll just put those back. And then I had the enamel dots in my kit. This page, just a few of them. And then everything else that's in here, I actually added. So I added these little pearls. Those also come from Stampin' Up. But I thought that they might look really pretty on this side because there are these teeny tiny little kind of white flowers. They're super, super cute, and I just wanted to add a little pop into a few of them. Not very many of them, just a couple of them, but just enough that it catches the eye, catches the light a little bit, and so I thought that was kind of pretty and fun. And this was a super plain page otherwise, so I just thought I'll add that little touch of something different or something kind of interesting. So these can go back. These all go with my Christmas enamel dots, which are up here right now. And then I used this piece of paper from this paper pad to back that picture. So I'm just gonna pop that back in there. This goes up here where I keep my Christmas stash. And this goes with the other empty page protectors. And that's it. That is all of my layouts for the week. So I think I did really good. I had a ton of fun putting these all together and showing you guys what I could do with my kits. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. They all have videos, so you can definitely check out the process for all of them. And that is it for me. If you haven't already gone and looked at everybody else's kits, we've got Moira and Kristen and Shannon and Christy and Sheila on Instagram and myself all creating kits every month and then putting 5 pages together. Definitely go and check out all of their videos. The links are down below and you can see how they put kits together and then put their pages together from those kits. So that is it. I will talk to you all again soon. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Happy scrapping. Bye.
Bye. Thanks to me. To what button? To my channel.